Hey guys, it's Kyra with Angelic Elixirs doing a general reading. So, someone here may feel like they are stuck between a rock and a hard place. I don't know why that just stuck out to me here while I'm looking at my crystals. So, we got the amethyst, black tourmaline. Don't know why I got tongue tied all of a sudden. But we have resilience with the monster Scylla, which it is the number 8. It's all about balance and infinity. 8 also represents victory, prosperity, and overcoming circumstances. It also means inner strength and a desire for peace, among many other fucking things. But this is what I'm feeling is the theme for today is someone who is dealing with some type of adversity in some kind of situations where people would expect you to fall, people would expect you to fall off, maybe in some circumstances people even have expected you to die, a loss of life. But I feel like this is someone who, even through all these circumstances, they're still standing. And so that's kind of what the story with Scylla is in Greek mythology. It basically says resilience helps you to handle adversity better. And the key to building resistance is actually having a bit of flexibility, not expecting everything to go perfectly one way, not expecting everything to always align better, and not exactly saying to expect failure or expect things to go wrong, but keeping an open mind to that, that way I feel like it's more of a surprise when things do go better, when you kind of are planning or anticipating a little 2% of something to go awry, especially as somebody who's been through a lot or has been through things over and over and over again. You kind of get used to looking at things in a certain way. Not saying that you're not hoping for the best, but it's also like it's almost like you're more prepared in circumstances than a normal person would be. Someone here is more prepared to deal with adversity than most people would. But this card is also saying, like, righteous anger is not shameful. So this is basically about either karmic justice or just someone being angry at the circumstances that they're in, angry at the situation that they're in, angry at, maybe what people have done to them, what people are doing to them. Maybe some people have really been wronged by a lot of people that they care about deeply, or wronged by people who don't even know them at all. That's the vibes I'm getting with this. Is it says righteous anger is not shameful. It doesn't mean you have to be this pious, OMG, everything is lovely and we're in false positivity and we all love life, this and the other. Like, no, sometimes it is okay to be angry, because sometimes that anger helps to prepare you I said prepare you. Yeah, I guess. But it helps to propel you to the next step. It helps to propel you to get to where you need to go. And so, like I said, this is basically someone who is needing to or has had to make decisions between two very poor outcomes. The way that they describe it in this card is the sailors in Greek mythology, they would have to choose between going past Scylla, or there's this whirlpool that they would all die in. So it's like either go past the monster Scylla, or you have this whirlpool that they say is an arrow's distance away. So either or, you're going to lose some people. So people had to choose between two poor outcomes. Either lose everybody with the whirlpool, or lose, up to 6 people with Scylla. So that's kind of I feel like that's kind of, I don't know why I heard the hand that someone has been dealt. It was either this or this. But somebody didn't really have much of a choice. Somebody didn't really have much of a say in how things were going to be able to go. I don't know why I'm getting like a lot about grief and death. Like maybe even the way that someone had passed or someone had passed away. It was like there was nothing that somebody could have done. You know how they say before we can get here, the path has already been picked. The road has already been mapped. The way has already been paved, so I feel like with the passing of someone, there was not a lot that could have been done. Certain things had to happen for emotional growth to happen in a way. And maybe when it's going on, you don't exactly see it like that, because it's like, what the fuck is going on? But yeah, this is just basically someone who they've had to make decisions between very poor outcomes. I'm definitely getting that a lot with like someone's passing was very traumatic. I mean, even like looking at this card, I don't know why that stuck out to me this time. She has her hands in her on her face, you know, her face buried, like she's sobbing. Like I'm feeling like someone has experienced a death. I didn't even notice what's this person in the background. Hmm. But yeah, someone had experienced some kind of passing of a loved one that was just out of their control. I'm even feeling like maybe someone had to like either someone had to like put someone down, like put someone out of their misery, put a pet out of their misery, something like that, where someone, it was either you could let them suffer or they have to, or they died in a very horrible way. You know, it's something like that where it was just two very shitty decisions and somebody had to make that decision. And it's almost like it's haunting them, like this decision is haunting someone. But with this card, it's also about jealous women harming each other or jealous women harming other women. Because it said that Sila wasn't always a monster. You know, it said that she was harmed until she became a monster, until she became unrecognizable. So this is almost someone who's been put through the ringer, put through a lot of stuff to the point where they are almost unrecognizable. Maybe someone here that used to be very bubbly, very outgoing, very charismatic, you know, and now it's almost like they're, like I said, Sila has a crab shell on her back. It's almost like somebody like lives in their shell now. I don't know why. I just got somebody could be Cancer or Scorpio. Because Sila is, you know, a sea goddess, a sea god, sea monster, whatever you want to call it. But yeah, it's almost like someone here is unrecognizable. Like other people may have been jealous of someone's gifts, other people may have been jealous of what someone had in their life, jealous of, you know, someone's looks and stuff. Because it was even saying that in one story, some man was in love with Sila, but he was with another woman. And so the woman got mad and then poisoned Sila's bath and did all this, that, and the other to her. And then another one was saying that this man was rejected by Sila and he asked someone that he thought was his friend for advice or for a love spell. And that she basically did a spell that turned Sila into a monster. So this could be someone who they do have a crush on you, but then they ask like the wrong person or they ask someone else. And that person just kind of gave them bad advice or like steered them away from you. Or I'm even getting like somebody tried to gossip about you because they were jealous of this person's affections towards you. Someone tried to gossip and say like, oh no, you don't want to go towards that. They're this, this, that, and the other. And someone maybe tried to paint you as a monster. I'm kidding. But yeah, it's basically someone who used to be very pleasing. I don't know why I just got people pleaser. So maybe someone here that even used to be a people pleaser in a way. But I feel like this is someone that they used to be very appealing to people, but now people avoid this person. People may even be terrified. But it's like even through all of that, someone here is remaining resilient and undefeatable, is what they say in the book. Undefeated. So it's like even through everything that people have tried to put someone through, even through everything that people have tried to shame someone, throw their name under the mud, drag them through the dirt, drag them through the ringer, someone still is like undefeated. I love that word. Like, you know, resilience is one thing, but undefeated, that's like a whole other ballpark, you know? And so it's almost like you're the karmic boss that people have to face. You know, I feel like someone has leveled up in a way where they are now like, you are the karma. Now someone is the karma for other people. Now people have to come and face you in order to level up or move in a certain way. Yeah, I'm definitely getting like karmic boss vibes. But I feel like, you know, because it also said that Hercules had gone to kill Sila, but then Sila's father basically gave her this healing potion or some shit like that, that basically brought her back from the dead. Why does this look crooked? Y'all know this how to get on my fucking nerves now. But he gave her some kind of healing something that it rose her up from the dead. You know, talk about a phoenix rising from the ashes. You know, talk about rising from death. So basically, this is someone who has risen from adversity over and over and over again. Like I said, this could even be someone who has risen from death, literally over and over and over. Someone who cannot be stopped. Someone who they have this strong will to keep moving, to keep living, to keep going forward. Especially we got fuck fear. On the back it says it will lie to your face. So this is somebody who they seem fearless. You know, whether or not you actually are fearless, this is somebody who faces things head on. Somebody who's not afraid. Somebody who, no matter what's coming their way, they are going to fucking deal with it. We also have you're giving your power away. You're a badass. Act like it. I mean, is that not what the fuck we're saying here? Somebody is it. Somebody is a badass. Somebody is literally like the karmic boss. And it's almost like, I feel like it's being recognized now. But it's almost like even with people seeing the status or even with people being aware of your status, it's like people still want to try it. People still want to try to figure out, you know, see what they can get away with, figure out what they can do. People still want to try. I don't know, like I just keep getting like people still want to try it. People still want to try you. Like of all the places that these people could have sailed through the ocean, they still want to go past Silas in the whirlpool. Like why the fuck wouldn't you go somewhere else? You know, why did you want to test that out? So that's interesting to me. I feel like people definitely still try you. It's like you could tell people what you've been through, or you could tell people that you've been through a lot, and it's either they won't believe you or it's like there's something about they doubt it. Maybe because of how you come across. Maybe someone here is like a loner. They're very like quiet. They keep to themselves a lot. But yeah, I definitely feel like people try it. So that we have they broke your heart. On the back of this one it says fuck 'em. So I feel like maybe this is what someone here has gone through a lot of heartbreak, gone through a lot of situations that they never imagined they would have to go through with a loved one. I feel like this is someone who has, because I know like people like to dismiss heartbreak. Like, oh, you'll get over it. Oh, it's not that deep, this, that, and the other. But it's like people who really, truly love deeply, where love is their reason for living, that stuff can really like knock you the fuck out. Like it can really, I don't know why I just heard put you in your place. Yeah, like it can really put you in your place. I don't know why I want to put that one there. And I don't know why I want to wait to turn these over. So I guess I'm doing that. But yeah, so someone here, maybe the rock in the hard place is maybe someone, because I kept saying the lovers while I was shuffling, you know, which the lovers can be about divine union, but the lovers is also about a choice, a major choice needing to be made in love, a major choice needing to be made about yourself, about your relationship, and the direction that you're going to go in your life. So then we got the King of Cups in reverse. So, I mean, that is, for one, this could be someone who likes to drink. Could also be somebody who's a man whore, for sure, for 100% facts. Because we even got the Ace of Wands out here. So that could represent, you know, passion. Someone, not to get too vulgar, but, you know, somebody who is thinking very heavily sexually, if you catch my drift. But like I said, the King of Cups could be someone who's a drinker, but this could be someone who's very moody and even like emotionally manipulative. I feel like that's the person that somebody's dealing with, especially with you're giving your power away. Someone could have been dealing with someone who's in their masculine energy. Like I said, don't have to be a man, but just someone who operates in their masculine energy, someone who's kind of logical, somebody who likes to analyze, somebody who doesn't really like to get in their feelings a lot. And it's like when they do use their feelings, they use their feelings to manipulate other people. But with the Ace of Wands, this is also about potential, the spark of something. Because with the, yeah. I mean, because then we even got, what, the Ace of Cups reversed? This is not, maybe someone here is like repressing their emotions in a way. It could also be just somebody learning to love themselves, somebody having to turn their attention towards themselves, somebody maybe following their emotions. I feel like somebody here had a distorted, someone had a distorted perception of this King of Cups. So it could be dealing with a water sign, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Didn't I even say that earlier? I was getting Cancer and Scorpio with that card. Yeah, so definitely water sign, for facts. But someone here they're just dealing with somebody who's very emotionally manipulative. I feel like this person, they make them feel like they're missing something. They make, it's like, I'm almost getting like every time somebody tries something with this person, they feel like they got set back further than when they started. It's like one step forward, two steps back between a rock and a hard place. I feel like somebody's having to make a decision here about this connection in a way. And so with the Five of Pentacles, this is about someone who, one, is having like a lot of anxiety, a lot of worrying, who's, going through a lot of suffering. This is also somebody who's very desperate. Maybe that's what this kind of person was doing. Like someone here is very desperate about something. Almost like they need something from someone. Like the way that this person is holding out their... Ooh, can you even see it? Can you see it? Can you see it? Oh, how they're holding out that pan, bowl, whatever the fuck it is. Like somebody here is like needy. They need something from people. Someone feels like they're missing something. Maybe someone even had like the wrong perception of what love was or what love was supposed to be. But it's almost like somebody, somebody's in misery, almost having like a mini tower moment. And I feel like maybe this person with the Seven of Cups here is almost like trying to pull on your energy. Maybe someone here is trying to like manifest you, or they're having dreams about you. Someone here could have also been left out in the cold, quite literally. So we're talking about with resilience here. I feel like maybe someone was dealing with someone where that was their way of manipulating someone, was by messing with their sense of security and stability, by messing with, someone's home life, by saying, hey, well, now you don't have somewhere to live because I'm mad at you and this, that, and the other. That's the vibe I'm getting. It's like somebody may have literally had to experience homelessness or like very extreme circumstances and situations because of the person that they were dealing with. I'm definitely getting, like maybe someone here was really having to deal with like, they didn't have any kind of solid footing. Somebody had a lack of respect for someone. Somebody had a lack of respect for what they had gone through, a lack of respect for who they were as a person. But I definitely feel like someone here had probably really like dealt with some form of homelessness at some point in their life because of someone that they had thought legitimately cared about them. So let's see if we got anything else that wants to come out today. But I definitely feel like someone here may also like getting high, maybe a smoker with the Seven of Cups here. Someone who fantasizes about a lot of things. Or someone who's daydreaming. Someone could also be having like visions about things. I feel like for some people, being in these circumstances, being in this in this misery and loss and anxiety, you know, having these sleepless nights cause someone to try to conjure up different possibilities for themselves. It forced someone to try to find different ways to manifest the reality that they want to live. You know, it's like, I mean, especially when you're in the circumstances where you feel like there is nowhere to go and there's nothing to do and there's no one to help you, you know, it really forces you to like hope and beg and plead and wish for circumstances to be different. I feel like this is what someone was doing, is they were trying to think of different ways to get out of their situation. They were looking at all the different ways that they could have a better life, even if it seemed like it was out of reach. I feel like someone here, they really had gone through, yeah. It says 1111, make a wish. Like someone here was hoping and wishing and dreaming upon a star. Like someone here, they really were trying to get out of the circumstances that they were put in. Once again, stuck between a rock and a hard place. Somebody really had like a very shitty hand that was dealt. Like a very shitty hand that was dealt. But somebody here, even through all that, they've persevered through it. You know, because we got the Eight of Wands at the back of the deck. This is swift change, swift movement. Could also represent, you know, travel of some sort. Someone could be moving or traveling, moving away from something, moving away from a situation very quickly. But it's definitely about movement and progress. Something is changing here. Once again, that 8. We've got 2 8s. That victory, prosperity, overcoming circumstances, that resilience and inner strength, someone having a desire for peace. Somebody's tired of going through things in their life over and over and over. But even through going through that, somebody still stands the fuck back up, you know? Somebody is moving towards a target. There's definitely a very optimistic outlook for whatever someone's trying to go towards. Someone here may also be diagnosed with borderline personality disorder. Yeah, and then at the back here, some people just ain't worth it. Yeah. Which I do have opinions on mental illness. Because obviously, you know, some people are like, oh, it's not real. And then some people are like, it's real. For me, I think it's simultaneously real and not real. It just depends on your perception. I feel like everybody's talking about the same damn thing, in all honesty. You know? I feel like some people call it bipolar disorder. Other people call it being an empath and intuitive. You know, with borderline personality disorder, it only tends to act up when someone's in a toxic relationship or partnership or situation. Therefore, if you think about it, that's like almost like someone's intuitive alarm system going off, trying to alert someone that, hey, you're dealing with the King of Cups in reverse. Hey, this person's on some bullshit. Hey, this person is up to no good. That's when certain characteristics start to come out in borderline personality disorder. Yeah, someone here is definitely, maybe someone's seeing 1111 a lot. They're definitely using that to try to manifest. Yeah, like I was saying, like somebody trying to, like they're so tired of their circumstances that they're trying to find different ways to manifest what they want. So maybe someone's really like wishing, making legitimate wishes every time they see 1111, hoping and praying to get out of the circumstances. But I definitely feel like, you know, with that 8 of Wands at the back, it is going to be some swift movements and swift changes happening for somebody. So we even got the 3 of Pentacles in the back, somebody learning to do what they love, somebody learning to do things that they desire. Someone could be a painter or have some kind of creative outlet. But we got the Magician, which is somebody who's manifesting something, manifesting their reality, somebody who's actually bringing about changes into their life. And then even back here, we got another 8. Somebody needs to get out of their head, unstick themselves, you know, realize that you are in control of yourself. You are in control of your destiny. Maybe not the exact circumstances and how everything happens, but you're able to create the life that you want. You just have to keep going towards it. Anyway, that's all I have for you. Please like, share, subscribe, and follow me on TikTok, angelic.elixirs with an X, for more videos.